Gonna start this off. Welcome to the show.
It's not bunch of fucking bullshit. It's not Shut up! I hate you so much. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Dude, I fucking hate that. Oh yeah. Welcome my brothers, welcome my sisters to Things I Hate 29. Oh my goodness, I got the death clock out, timer on an hour. How we fucking doing? Timer is on. Yeah, we're good. We good. I don't fucking know. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes I think I always mess up the setting of that. Welcome. Things I Hate 29. Great to be here. I'm in a pretty great mood. Had a really interesting conversation last night. There's very small, tiny things happening to me that hopefully will push me closer to a job in the entertainment industry. Hopefully a comedian, right? But I don't fucking know. So I keep having very small conversations with people in the industry. I only speak of it like this because for so long in my brain, the entertainment industry was so foreign, totally not within my realm, right? And then I started doing this stuff, and at first it's kind of just like this goofy hobby, like, I have a podcast. And then I realized, like, oh my God, no, this is actually really sick, and I would really like to do this. And so I start to, like, I'm slowly understanding that the entertainment industry is an industry like any other. Obviously, it's, has differences. It's kind of a different industry, but it is an industry nonetheless, with networking, connections, jobs, interviews, all that bullshit, right? So I'm starting to talk to people and have some conversations that make looking for a job in that industry much more real. I had a conversation with this dude who wrote some episodes for a comedy TV show, kind of a small one, but it was just like, hey, like, how should I get in the industry, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, you should try this, do. So that was kind of neat. A friend of mine hit me up. He's like, your podcast is pretty rad. I'm in LA. I have some connections here. Maybe you should try. He was like, maybe you should try cold calling comedic agents and sending them your Instagram page, which is kind of crazy for me to think about. But I mean, I guess might be a good at least attempt. You know what I'm saying? Like something that kind of makes sense to do. So I had some conversations like that this week. So it was a pretty fun week overall. It's pretty fantastique. I have blender latte this morning. Fantastique. Pretty good mood, Got up early, made a sick breakfast, got some grocery shopping done. Freezer's full of meat. What's up, dog? So pretty good. Quick update. I posted this on my Instagram story today, but then I deleted it because I try really hard to only give you guys information that is either entertaining or relevant. And I don't really know on my Instagram. I try to keep my Instagram lean. On here, you get all the boring shit. But I don't really know how I'm going to react to this development. Instagram has shortened their time length for videos. If you post a video on Instagram that's over 30 seconds long, when that video hits the 30-second mark when you're watching it, you will be prompted with a button that says continue watching. Now, I think this is fucking obnoxious as a consumer of media and as a content creator. It's so fucking obnoxious because it's like, bro, I'm sure they did their research. 30 seconds, blah, blah, but it's like, dude, the reason why it pisses me off is because they already have IGTV, right? They already have this workflow, right? They have the short videos. It was a minute videos on your page, and then if you posted longer than a minute video, it's now Instagram TV. The thing is that the videos that if you post a video under a minute, it's not Instagram TV. They just have this other kind of weird limbo for videos that are over 30 seconds long but under a minute. It's like you still have to push another button to finish the video, but it's not an Instagram TV thing. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with those stupid idiots. And I really hate them right now because they kind of fucked up my whole shit, and I'm going to have to I'm going to have to cut down clips to even less than 30 seconds, which is going to be a pretty big pain. Anyway, what's relevant to you in this point is that TikTok is another platform where I post the exact same shit as that I post on Instagram. And they still have a minute time length. So the minute time length has been working pretty well for me. I like the hilarity that comes out of it. But sometimes 30, like really short clips can be good, like under 30 seconds. Anyway, the point is, if you want to make sure you see all my shit, follow me on TikTok too, because I might be changing up how I post shit. Like what I might do is I might post like I might make two types of clips, ones that are over a minute and ones that are over 30 seconds and under 30 seconds. And all the under 30 second stuff goes to Instagram, and all the over 30 second goes to TikTok. TikTok might just get everything, right? If I make two types, they might get the 30-second clips and the minute-long clips. So I would just follow me on TikTok if you really like the clips and you want to make sure you don't miss anything. That's definitely, a good kind of fail-safe. Anyway, enough of that fucking boring shit. Let's get into this bunch of bullshit. So, dating apps, right? I'm on them. You're on them. Let's fuck. No. I was on a dating app. Hinge, if you don't know, is the new, well, it's not too new, but it's kind of like a good alternative to Tinder, Bumble, whatever. It's they have these prompts on Hinge, and it'll be like something you should know about me is one of the prompts. I saw a lady, and she wrote, something you should know about me is I'm in an ethical, non-monogamous relationship. And I thought it was so funny. I thought she was kind of shooting herself in the foot, because the thing is that, like, the fact that she needs to designate that her relationship is ethical is kind of telling about, like, what type of relationship she's in. You know what I mean? It's kind of like saying, I'm an ethical bank robber. It's like, really? How does that work? Look, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of fucking crazy people with blue hair in the comments being like, fucking polyamory is legitimate. Sure, I don't give a fuck. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm just saying, and maybe it's like it speaks to society's view on non-monogamy. But if you need to justify your type of relationship by designating that it's ethical, it doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence for the status of your relationship. Like, what if I went up to you and I was like, I'm in an ethical monogamous relationship? You'd be like, yeah, I fucking hope so, bro. Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, why are you saying it's ethical? Like, we all presume it, and you're like, yeah, but, just so you know, I'm ethical. And they're like, yeah, no shit. Everybody's supposed to be ethical. You're not supposed to fucking cheat on your partner or whatever. And they're like, no, but I'm special. Anyway, there's something kind of funny here. I haven't worked out exactly what it is, but it's just like, dude, yeah, the fact that she needed to designate that, I thought it was pretty funny, and kind of speaks to the track record of non-monogamous relationships. Let's put it like that. What's this? Showing your music. Are you the type of person that when you show music to somebody, do you let it fucking run through, or do you skip it, right? Sorry. Are you the type of person when you're showing somebody music, do you let that person... Sorry, let me just... I got to go back. And talk about the fucking ethical non-monogamy, because I know I'm going to get some people... I can't believe you said that. I don't give a fuck what you do. I think it's fine. Do whatever you want. It's just that, yeah, if you... It speaks to the like I said, the track record of non-monogamy, that people feel the need to preface their relationship by saying the fact that it's ethical, because any relationship should be ethical, right? It doesn't matter if you're fucking a lot of people or fucking one person. It should be ethical. So if you're in a position where you need to justify your relationship as being ethical or designate it as ethical, then you're probably not in a great relationship. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, you're probably not in a good context of relationship. You shouldn't feel the need to say that your relationship is ethical. That should be implied. That should be implicit, right? Like, yeah. So if anyone is designating their relationship as ethical, I would say rethink the big picture of where you fucking are, because you shouldn't feel what's the word I'm looking for? Feel obligated to designate your relationship as ethical. It's redundant. It should be redundant. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah, are you the type of person when you listen to music, when you show other people music, do you let this whole song play or do you skip through? I don't really know how to call this one because, look, I could see why skipping through a bunch of songs would piss people off. But for me, when I'm showing somebody music, it's so intimate. Like, it's so, or I should say, like, listening to music on my own is very intimate. And I think when I show somebody music, I think when I show somebody music, I'm nervous I'm going to bore them, right? Because we've all been in the situation where you're being shown music and you're like, I don't fucking care about this and I don't want to listen to this and I don't want to finish this song right now. Because yeah, going back is like, when I listen to my music on my own, it's a very like, to me, it's a very individual experience. I like get very involved in the music. All my attention is on the music. I'm focusing on the sounds and the lyrics and all this shit. It's very focused activity. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And so when someone's like, hey, check out this song, they're like, well, I take it as they're like, yo, I have this piece of art for you. Take this piece of art and tell me if it like matches perfectly with your personality so much that you can enjoy it. Because I guess I'm pretty particular about the type of music that I like. And, I feel like it's so easy for me to dismiss music. And so I think I get nervous when people show me music because it's such a high likelihood that I'm just going to be like, this fucking sucks. And usually it's a friend of mine or somebody who's showing me music and I don't want to hurt their feelings. So, but I also don't want to listen to this piece of shit music that they're showing me. So that happens is like when somebody shows you music, now you're stuck in this situation because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You also don't want to listen to this whole fucking track because you heard whatever, the first 3, 4, 5, 10 seconds. And you're like, okay, like I know what I like. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like this song. Now, sometimes they show me it and I skip ahead to, the middle or something to see if it kind of vibes, and then I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't like to listen to songs outright when somebody shows it to me. I'll either say, this sounds cool, I'll listen to it later, and don't, or do, depending on how much I like that person in that song. I'll either listen to it later, or I'll just say, yeah, or I'll listen to like a couple seconds of it and then, be like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. But I don't want to listen to the whole thing in front of somebody because then what happens is like if they make me listen to this whole thing, now they are putting me through discomfort, right? And now I'm resentful towards them because I'm like, you're burdening my day with your request for me to, process this recommendation that you've given me. I've listened to the first little bit of it. I don't enjoy it as much as you do. Now you, my friend, are burdening me, which makes me sad about our relationship, right? Because I have noticed a difference in our relationship. You have this shitty music taste, and now I have to sit through it, and I have to know that you have this shitty music taste or whatever. Anyway, so that's how I feel when people show me music. And that's what's going through my head when I show somebody else music, right? So I don't want to have them suffer through that, stalemate of emotions where they don't want to hurt my feelings, but they also hate the song I'm showing them. So I don't mind it when people skip through, or if I'll just show them like a little piece of the song, be like, check out this, just like one little part, or like, you might like this vibe, whatever. I was talking to a friend of mine. She's like, I like to listen to the whole song when somebody shows me music. And I was like, wow, it's kind of noble of you to be like, well, first of all, I just think it's impressive that she would be able to just like focus like have her friend just sit there, just on the edge of their seat, like, I hope she fucking likes it. I hope she fucking likes it. And then just focus, kind of ignore the friend, focus on the music, take it in, determine if she likes it. I can't do that. When there's somebody else in the room, I can't focus my attention on, I don't know, enjoying art. I have to be kind of in my own space to enjoy art, film, whatever. That's movie theaters are okay because you're kind of in a blacked out area. You can't really see or hear the people around you, so it's just kind of you in the film. But music, I kind of have to be on my own to really kind of appreciate the songs and shit. So anyway, I don't know. Are you a person are you crazy like me and you got to skip through and only show, a short little piece of the song to some people? Or are you fucking not an arrogant, impatient piece of shit and have the 3 minutes to listen to your lovely friend's recommendation? I don't know. That sounds crazy to me. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a real fucking thing that I really want people to take away. Okay, this is real. When somebody is explaining something to you, do not continually affirm the fact that you're listening. Now, a lot of you might be confused. Tom, affirmation of your attention sounds like something you'd be all about. You're fucking right it is, but there's a way to do it, all right? So what I'm talking about is, you're explaining something to somebody, and every 5 words you say, they go like this. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That shit drives me fucking nuts. Don't do that shit, okay? Every time you utter a sound from your mouth, you're fucking up the flow of my mind. I'm trying to convey information to you in the most lean way possible, and your fucking shitty verbal fuck diarrhea is clogging up the gears of my brain. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth, okay? There's a way to listen, and the way to listen is to shut your fucking mouth. Shut up. Shut up, you stupid idiot. Shut up. Stop blathering, and just listen. It's so crazy, man. Silence is an incredibly important tool in conversation. Use it more. Silence is so effective. It's an effective intimidator if you're trying to flex. It's an effective way to show compassion. It's an effective way to control the conversation and let people know you're authoritative. It's really great. It's an effective way to show people you're listening. The next time someone's talking to you, don't say, keep eye contact, right? Still listen. Don't say a fucking word for the whole time they're speaking their thought. Don't say any fucking word. Interrupting has become so common in our society. It's disgusting. I hate it. Don't interrupt people. Shut up. Let them finish their whole thought, then respond. So, next time somebody's explaining something to you, even if you know what they're talking about, right? Even if you know every piece of information, just let them get through it. And then after they've finished speaking, if you did know all that, then you can communicate. You can say, hey, just so you knew, I know all that. You don't need to tell me again. Now, there's exceptions. Interruptions have their place, of course. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's when people say, yeah, okay, that's like an insecurity thing. It's like they need to talk too, I can't listen to you. I'm here too. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah. Guys do it a lot. Because it's like no guy wants to admit that they don't know something. You know what I'm saying? But girls do it too, man. Everybody does it. So don't fucking do that when someone's explaining something to you, even if you know it. Especially it happens in interviews, right? When you're getting interviewed, you're a bit nervous, and they're like, you're like, yep, yeah, In interviews, it's a huge flex to just shut the fuck up and just listen, right? And then you respond in a very calm, calculated way. I had somebody recently in an interview, they were like, you seem very calm. And I was like, yeah, it's a fucking interview. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to seem that way. I was, heart was pumping on the outside, but you take an effort to show that your demeanor is chill, even if you're bugging out on the inside. So it's just, again, when someone's explaining something to you, don't respond in the affirmative after every 5 words they say. Let them finish their whole explanation and then confirm that you understand. So there you go. Well, first of all, shout out to, I forget his name, but some guy commented on one of my videos on YouTube. He was like, I love this show. Even though Tom is what did he say? A spoiled, naive young buck. And I was like, wow, that guy fucking nailed it in like one sentence. That's my whole shtick. Spoiled, naive young buck, baby. And SPYB. That's me. SPYB. I got to put that on a shirt. That'd be fucking dope. Spoiled, or SNYB. SNYB. A snib. Snib life, baby. Snib. Anyway, yeah, so I fucking am a spoiled, naive young buck. I'm trying to change a little bit and not be such a total fucking idiot. You know, that's kind of the journey of this podcast that I'm on. On that note, part of being a spoiled, naive young buck is anytime something inconveniences me, I get personally offended at whatever inconvenience has just happened. So, like, I'll be scrubbing a dish, and a piece of food on that dish will be stuck. It'll be hard to get off. And I'll be scrubbing it. I'll be like, what the fuck? Come on, get off. Now, who put that? Who owns that dish? Me. I own that dish. Who bought that dish? Me. I bought that dish. Who used it to cook with? Me. I bought that. I cooked with it. Who put the food on it? Me. I put the food on it. Who left it out for days soaking in the sink while the fucking food crusted on there? Me. I did that. I did that. I did that shit. Now, who am I getting mad at when I scrub the plate? The fucking plate and the world. That's just bullshit. I can't believe this fucking food is stuck. Why does the laws of physics exist? I can't even. Why does air exist? Why is it making it so hard for me? Every fucking time. Anything happens. My favorite is I get mad at people for the names that they have. You know what I mean? I've talked about this before. Kirsten, Kristen, fuck you. You know? Shut up. I don't want to know the difference between those two names. It's just pick one. As the world, we should just pick one. All the spellings of Christian, oh God, two double names. You know, there's a lot of that in Quebec. I mean, those don't really bother me too much. The double names bother me when they're two names with like multiple syllables, like Oliver Timothy. I've never heard that, but if they were like big, you know, and you're like, oh God, a double name. I have to say both your fucking names whenever I greet you. You know. I like my nickname. My real name is Thomas, 2 syllables, a little bit muscular on the tongue, that name. But, you know, that's why I like my name Tom, 1 syllable. Tom, just fucking spit it out, you know. I like to give people 2-syllable nicknames or one syllable because it's like fucking easy. You know what I mean? You know, lazy piece of shit. I don't want to learn your fucking name. Let's just shorten this. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so anything that inconvenienced me is obviously not my fault and clearly a result of the world being unfair, obviously. What the fuck is this? Oh my God. Okay. I recently chatted with a wonderful lady and she had a very intense skincare regime. I didn't know this, and shout out to the women of the world for educating me. Apparently, you should wear sunscreen all the time. Even on gray days, even in the fucking winter. You should wear it all the time. Apparently, the sun is the most damaging thing for your skin, which, like, I don't think, like, any men on the world know. I sure fucking didn't. You know, I knew it was damaging, and if you're, like, playing outside, you should wear sunscreen for sure. But I didn't know it was so bad you had to wear sunscreen all the time. So I know now 2 women who wear sunscreen every day. And I'm sure that most women do. Like, I don't know. But anyway, one of the women that I know who has confirmed she wears sunscreen every day told me she reapplies. Not only does she wear it every day, she reapplies it every 2 hours. This is a potential romantic interest of mine. And we were discussing a day out and about, going for a walk. And she asked me, how long are we going to go for a walk? I said, I don't fucking know, you know, however long we feel. She's like, oh, I just need to know in case I need to bring sunscreen. Meanwhile, it's fucking February in Canada. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I got to know if I should bring sunscreen. I was like, what are you, fucking high? It's February. We're just going for a walk. This isn't, you know, a spacewalk where you're going to get pelted with UV rays. We're just going to go for a stroll. What are you going to bring a fucking canteen and a tent too? What the fuck's wrong with you? And she's like, did you know that sunscreen is the most damaging? And I was like, oh, I fucking didn't. She's like, I reapply every 2 hours. And I was like, well, that's fucking crazy. Like, whatever, good for you, for keeping your skin safe. However, the other funny thing about this is that earlier in one of our exchanges, she was like, we were talking about brushing teeth. I've talked about brushing teeth on this shit, how I'm on my teeth brushing game lately, but I haven't been for most of my life. I've been not brushing, not flossing, just sporadic brushing when I fucking remember, whatever. So we bonded about this. She was like, oh yeah, I have a tough time getting my fucking teeth brushed too. And I was like, fucking A, respect, I get it. It's a struggle, whatever. You're going through your own shit. And she's like, yeah, you can usually get like once a day, whatever. So then I know this about her, right? And then she's like, oh yeah, but I apply sunscreen every 2 hours every day. I was like, holy fuck. How is discipline? How is your discipline for your skin care so segregated, right? How can not some of your incredible discipline, obviously for your skincare, spill over into brushing your teeth? What the fuck? You apply sunscreen every 2 hours, but you can't brush your teeth twice a day? That's crazy. Now look, I'm not shaming, not brushing your teeth. Clearly I didn't do that a lot, but I'm just saying, like, it's crazy to me that you could have that much discipline and none of it can go over to your teeth. It's weird, man. It's just like priorities, it's just whatever the fuck you're into, gotta look at your fucking teeth and all that shit. She did make a good point. She was like, yeah, well, I mean, skin cancer is better than a cavity. And I was like, well, she was like, skincare is worse than a cavity. And I was like, yeah, that's a pretty fair point. I guess I've had a lot of fucked up teeth shit. I had a missing tooth and a bunch of operations, braces, all that bullshit. So now I'm like, fuck doing that shit again. So I'm pretty anal about it. Pretty anal. There's a voice crack. I can't believe it. I'm pushing 30 and I still get voice cracks. I don't know. Another thing about brushing teeth, I noticed even though I'm on my teeth game, I still struggle brushing the back of my teeth, the inside. You're always like, oh, fuck, like, who gives a shit about that, Or you just forget about it. But then, of course, every time I go to the dentist, where do they spend the most amount of time? My bottom teeth, digging out the back. So I got to get better at that. What the fuck, baby? When you love it, ooh, you got to do it, baby. What the fuck's going on here? Cottage stories. I almost wasn't going to talk about this because I didn't really understand how funny it was, or if it was funny, I should say. But it happened in my life, so buckle up. How much time do we have? I was going to do harsh rap lyrics. We only got a little bit of time left, baby. All right. I was not always the suave, cool master of my own reality. I've said that before. I as a kid, I was pretty fucking nerdy. And I feel like nerdy is the wrong word. I don't even know what I would just feel like the guy at the party who's like, don't do that. But not for all things, just for certain things. I don't know why. Like, when I was a kid, I was just really against drinking, getting fucked up. And I remember some of my friends were getting into it. I was like, I'll never fucking smoke weed. I'll never fucking drink. I don't know, And I think it was just because I had a really great childhood and I was like clinging desperately to my childhood innocence. You know what I mean? And just like, oh, I love Disney and all this shit, And so when my friends were like, let's fucking do drugs, I was like, no, I want to stay playing with Legos. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like my kind of preteens were tumultuous. My friends were starting to experimenting with drinking, and all my kind of preteens went down. My parents used to have a cottage. And it was pretty classic, like white people cottage shit, like lots of people with money up there, a camp with like the classic camp bullshit that went down. There was like a clubhouse where there was like 2 lakes that were adjacent, and all kind of the old white rich people from both lakes would meet up at this clubhouse and like have debauchery and like cheat on each other's wives and this like regular rich white people shit. I don't fucking know. And so that was my kind of stomping grounds for my preteens. And that was where I, like had kisses and blowjobs and shit and drinking and throwing up and all that stuff. I didn't really do too much of that, and it was actually this was a bit for my sister too. She kind of had some experiences here, not as much as me, but a little bit. Anyway, one night she was like, it came around that she was partying and like threw up, right? And then that news got back to me through broken telephone and my friends. I don't know fucking why. I bawled my fucking eyes out. I was so upset. I still don't really understand why, but I was just so upset that I was like, my sister. I think it was just because, again, we were all like growing up, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know what's going on. I'm so fucking scared. So, yeah, I don't know how funny that is, but that fucking happened. This other time, I used to have a retainer, which is like, oh, God. The retainer, the ultimate torture device for preteen children. Not physical torture. You don't even really feel that it's in. You do a bit. Oh my God. Jesus. Not physical torture, emotional and anxiety torture. Because what's a retainer? One, it's an extra thing that you have to take care of as a child. Now, we all know how great I am at discipline and how fucking regimented I am and how responsible I am and how fantastically easy it is for me to add new things into my healthcare routine, right? I mastered brushing my teeth at fucking 30. You think I could have handled a fucking retainer at 12? No. Asking me to manage my retainer at 12 years old was like asking me to be the fucking president of the world. They're like, here you go, here's your retainer. And I'm like, what? Like, you should give me a license for that. Like, I can't handle this. You know what I mean? Like, this is too much. It was just so much responsibility to be handed a retainer. I couldn't. They were like, all you have to do is not lose this. I was like, that's too much pressure. I can't fucking handle that. No fucking way. And then they trick you, when they give you a retainer, they make it all fun. They're like, you could choose what goes on your retainer. You can even put a picture on it. Like, they make it fun. That just, like, which would just encourage you to take it out of school, be like, look at this fucking disgusting picture of me that's dripping in saliva and goes on the top of my mouth. Like, bro, make it red so no one can see it. I shouldn't say that. It was fun to choose your color. You can make it glow in the dark so you can find it when you lost it. I bring up these stories because I feel like some of them were traumatizing to me. Traumatizing. But friends of mine at that cottage who I've grown up with now will be like, do you fucking remember when that happened to you, Tom? It's like, no, bitch. I was fucking trying to forget. Thank you very much, stupid ass. But then I think about it, I'm like, oh, that was pretty funny. So speaking of retainers, right, they had me this fucking responsibility. Now, the thing that happens, of course, too, is at this clubhouse where everyone's fucking partying, they had like weekly dinners where you would go and party. You know what I mean? All the adults would get drunk and the kids would learn from their parents and get fucked up and cheat on each other too. I'm painting this as a bit more dramatic picture than it was, but it was kind of a debaucherous scene to some extent. Not like, fucking Vegas, but anyway. So there's dinners, right? There's dinners. Now, the other thing about this is too, when you're a kid in these dinner situations, these party situations, the preteens they don't usually sit right at the tables. Usually the tables are kind of reserved or taken by adults who want to be comfy and sit down, where kids are kind of, when you're a kid, you're just looking for privacy. You're just looking to get away from your parents when you're an adult. So the preteens are kind of relegated to seating arrangements that are not always ideal for eating. You know what I mean? So maybe you're sitting on the arm of a chair with all your friends. Maybe you're sitting somewhere that's like a bit tough to eat. You got your plate full of food, and usually you lump it high full of food. It's difficult to manage. You got a plate high full of food. You're trying to find, you're an awkward preteen. You're trying to find fucking somewhere to sit down. So I'm in one of these I'm sitting on a chair. I'm trying to manage my fucking plate. It's full of food. I don't want it to spill, because if I spill, I'm going to look like a fucking idiot, and I got my pop, my drink. I'm trying to figure it out. And then what do I have to do before I eat my food? I take out my fucking retainer and put it somewhere else so I can eat my fucking food. It usually just goes on the plate or in my pocket sometimes. Now, your retainer case is a big, goofy case piece of plastic. So usually I just wouldn't even bring that. So I would just shove my retainer in my pocket and it would get all linty and disgusting. But I'm like, fuck, I don't want to bring my case around, pain in the ass. So my choices when I take out my retainer, I either shove it in my linty pocket or fucking put it on the plate that it might drop on the floor, and all my friends can see my disgusting retainer, So it was two of those. Now, in this situation, I put it on my plate. But I'm focusing on all these problems, right? All these stressors in my brain. I didn't put it in my pocket. It's going to fall off. My food is the fucking thing. I'm sitting uncomfortable, and there's girls here, and I don't fucking know what to do, and I'm drinking, and it's just preteen stress. So in my preteen stress, I eat my dinner. It's delicious. I'm just focused on other things. I clear my plate, come back, sitting with my friends. About an hour goes by, maybe a half hour. Tap my fucking pockets looking for my linty retainer. To my horror, my pocket's empty. There's no bumps there. Holy fucking shit. I already lost my retainer 2-3 times at this point. It's like $100 or something. Again, right? That's my only job. President of the world, look after my retainer. That's my only job. I just have to look after my retainer. My mom has already given me shit. Tom, all you got to do is fucking look after your retainer. That's it. Come on. Don't lose your fucking retainer. An easy thing if you were not a fucking dummy. Not a piece of shit kid, not like if I was an adult now and I had a retainer, I could maybe actually I don't even fucking know. Doesn't fucking matter. Who gives a shit? Don't lose your fucking retainer, Tom. She's already told me this twice. I don't want to be a piece of shit, I want to be responsible. So I pat my pockets. I'm gone. I start freaking out. Fuck, where's my fucking retainer? I think I'm on the verge of tears. I think I do start crying in front of all my friends. I'm like, where's my fucking retainer? Yeah, I was like, I was that kind of kid. What do you want from me? Suck my dick. So, where's my fucking retainer, man? I don't know. I realize I had cleared my plate with my retainer on it, put the plate in the dish bins for the staff. What do the staff do with the plates? They dump it in the garbage, right? I had to go back with the staff, help them dig through. Wait, what happened? I don't even know if I had to dig through. Yeah, I think it was such a kind of spoiled rich place that I think the staff, I don't think they dug through for me. But I think what the fuck happened? Because I didn't dig through garbage. I didn't do that. Did I? I can't remember. I really hope, thinking back, that those poor people who worked there didn't have to dig through garbage on my behalf. But I mean, it sounds like they fucking did. So, privilege, what can I say? Fuck. But anyway, hopefully, I think maybe they had to filter the food waste anyway. I don't know. I'm just going to say that to ease my conscience. It's they had to filter the food waste and somehow anyway. Anyway, this fucking angel of a woman, this kind of middle-aged Quebec woman who worked, or Quebecois woman who worked at the staff, oh my God, talk about a fucking gem. Oh my God. Anyway, she found my retainer and she gave it back to me. And of course I was bawling and I was like, thank you so much. Oh my God. So yeah, that's kind of what a piece of shit kid I was. You know what I mean? Hopefully in remission, trying to figure out my shit. But anyway, yeah. So those are some cottage stories. Oh, now, how much time do we have left? 10 minutos. Eat some prosciutto. It's time for Harsh Rap Lyrics. Excellent. On Harsh Rap Lyrics today, oh my God, we have plenty. I don't even know if we're going to get through. Oh, fuck. That's a stuffy nose. I don't even know if we're going to get through all these. I have so many harsh rap. This is great because I'm kind of getting worried about filling time on this show. I feel like I've talked about a lot of shit, and now I want to keep it interesting. And so I'm a bit nervous about getting topics for the week now. But harsh rap lyrics, bro. We're going to start kind of soft today and move in. I have 3 songs. We might not get through all of them. First one, it's called Cameron, Hey Ma. You'll probably recognize it. Here we go. Here's the clip. Again, Cameron, Hey Ma.
She looked at me laughing like, boy, your game is tight. I'm laughing back like, sure, you're right. Get in the car and don't touch nothing. Sit in the car.
Now, we have examples. The other two songs on this show are examples of explicit, lyrics. The harsh rap lyrics should really just be retitled to misogyny and rap, because that's the whole fucking gimmick, really. Maybe we'll get down to, I don't know, some other violence or something. But for now, I've just keep finding examples of like hilariously intense misogyny and rap. I feel like the harsher rap lyrics and the harsher misogyny is one that's kind of more low key, right? It's not just calling women bitches. It's not saying suck my dick, slut. It's the stuff that flies on the radar. Now, what I really like about this sample from Hey Ma by Cameron is his instructions to his potential sexual partner for the evening when they climb into Cameron's car. Let's just listen to the clip one more time.
Boy, your game is tight. I'm laughing back like, sure, you're right. Get in the car and don't touch nothing. Sit in the car. Let's discuss something. Either we love.
Get in the car. Don't touch nothing. Just sit in the car, you stupid idiot woman. Can you believe that shit? He goes, get in the car. Don't touch nothing. Just sit in the car. Just sit there and look pretty. Like I said, the subtleties are usually more damaging than the outright explicit suck my dick, bitch. You know what I mean? Because those can be kind of written off as ignorant. But this, so indicative of just a deep kind of dismissal of women inside of Cameron's philosophy, right? Just sit there. Fuck. Don't touch anything. Last time you touched something, you fucked it up. Just sit there, you dumb bitch. Come on, what's wrong with you? God. It's just brutal. Brutal. Okay, so now the other two I have today are very, very explicit. They're very on the nose. And we're going to start with one that's just incredibly on the nose. It's called Adults Only by Slick Rick. The clip I'm about to play for you, I tried to kind of find a clip in the song that, or find a way to play this clip that would have context. The thing is, this song is just so direct about fucking that there's not really context for this clip. Slick Rick just kind of says it. It's kind of like the start of a verse. So here we go. Here's the clip. It's going to start right away, so get ready. Here's the clip.
I hope she take it in the ass and suck dick. My, what a nice apartment you got, Rick. On her knees, about to make a fall too. All platinum and gold gems.
Is that the start there? That's it. I hope she takes it in the ass and sucks dick. That's one of the lyrics in in this song. Just straight up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this song. It fucking bangs, but it's tough to listen to. It's real tough because you're like, it only gets worse from there. You can imagine. That's what it was. I hope she takes in the ass and sucks dick. I will give him credit for artistic integrity, right? For honesty, because he's just like, yeah, well, that's what I hope she does. So, yeah. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. So that was Adults Only Slick Rick. And shout out to my cousin for helping with the pronunciation of this artist, Akinelli. Now, if you're a hip hop head, you'll recognize this song immediately. It's a classic underground hit. This song is called Put It in My Mouth, right, by Akinelli. I'll give you one fucking guess what it's about. There's a bunch of shit in here. We're going to take a little more time with this because this, although, I don't really know how, this is definitely misogynistic a bit, but it's kind of like, you'll see there's some positivity here too. There's some positivity in this. So we'll start this off. I don't know how many clips. There's just a bunch. I'm going to look up the lyrics for this. Until my baby, 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 baby. Here, let me just pause this because actually I'll let this play. But there's a bunch of lyrics in this. For example, at one point, Akinelli says, I'm coming down your mouth like, I'm coming down your throat like chloroseptic. Tough. He says, such wonderful wordplay as make like Herbie, and I'll make like Herbie and hand you a cock. Now, this is a very civilized reference. It's a reference to the magnificent genre-defining jazz artist Herbie Hancock, and he references Herbie in his pun of oral sex, right?
I'll be like Herbie and hand you a cock and tell you
Wonderful.
get on your knees, make like the breeze begin to blow. But don't give me no Ralph Lauren grin if you're not down to go low. I'm all about mouth fucking, only if you down for dick sucking. If
There's a great one. I'm all about not fucking, only if you down for dick sucking. That's great. I really like that. You know, it's kind of like he's like, you know, exploring sex in a different way. You know, we don't have to fuck, but like you definitely have to suck my dick. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay, let's see what else we got.
dick sucking, if not, BJ and the beer keep trucking. And fuck chapsticks, I'm coming ashy as hell with chap dicks for your chap ass lips.
Yeah, and fuck chaps dicks. I'm coming ashy as hell with chap dicks for your chap ass lips. Holy shit. And people wonder why rap got a bad name for being misogynistic. Fuck chap sticks. I'm coming ashy as hell with chap dick. Bro, what are you putting your dick through that it's so chapped? It's so ashy. I feel like my dick is not ashy. Now, it's harder for white people to tell whether they're ashy or not because they can't see, you know, the dust, the dead skin like black people can due to the color contrast of the dead skin and the living skin for black people, right? But so the point I'm making is like I don't know if my dick is ashy, but I'm pretty sure it's not, you know. I feel like ashy skin is like skin that's more tightly stretched. Because then it's like, you know, the skin is more tightly stretched. It has, like, the pores are open. It can dry out more. I don't really know. I'm kind of talking out of my ass, but I don't think my dick is ashy. And I would be surprised if other people's penises are ashy. That seems like not the place to get it. So my question for Akinelli is, what in the sweet fuck are you putting your genitals through that they're so ashy? And why do you need to subjugate this fucking poor woman to your cracked skin penis, you know? Also, why is it guaranteed that this woman has chapped lips? Why don't you both just fucking moisture up and then, you know, go at it? Jesus Christ. Let's see what else we got here.
Lips, treating your teeth like dentists as I'm rubbing them with an erection like injections. Fuck it, I'll be drugging them.
Treating your teeth like dentists as I'm rubbing them with an erection like injection. Fuck it, I be drugging them.
Your tonsil like Ambisor anesthetic coming down your throat like chloroseptic.
Numbing up your tonsil like Ambisor. I don't know what that is. Maybe some kind of drug. Let's see. Yeah, Ambisol anesthetic. Coming down your throat like chloroseptic. Just brutal. I mean, like, I don't think I need to go too much more. There's a couple other ones I like. He says, I'm giving bitches permanent beards. Just so disgusting. Then he says, put your lips here, catch these damn facial hairs. Which I feel like should have been catch these damn pubic hairs. I don't know why facial hairs, but anyway, so there's a nice treat for you. Put It in Your Mouth by Akinelli. Frankly, again, banger of a track. It's fucking sick, but holy shit. This one's a little more tongue-in-cheek. You know, it's a little more fun. Adults Only by Slick Rick. That's a tough listen. It's like, God, you feel like you're fucking being defiled when you listen to it. It's not. I can't support the lyrics. Both of these tracks, I can support the tune. Put It in Your Mouth, I can support the lyrics. Adults Only, I can't really support the lyrics. There's some disturbing shit in there. The other thing I wanted to talk about this is that at the end of the song, he goes, what do you choose to lick, pussy or dicks? People throughout the world, man, it's your pick. And he repeats this 4 times. And I really like this because, you know, even though the song is very intense, you know, again, I'm sure the argument could be made that it's misogynistic. I've said misogynistic too many times. I don't like that. But anyway, you could argue this is an intense song that's damaging to women. At the end, he does kind of give a nod to the LGTB plus community, right? What do you choose to lick, pussy or dicks? People throughout the world, it's your pick. I like this because he doesn't say guys, you need to lick pussy, and girls, you need to suck dick. He says people throughout the world, it's your pick. Whatever you want to do, man, it's your fucking pick. So it's a positive note to end on. And on that note, we'll fucking end. This bitch is gonna ring soon. Maybe it'll ring. Oh my God, it's gonna hit the jabroni. That was Things I Hate 29. As always, hope I don't get canceled, but I think that was a pretty fun one. Yeah, heads up for that TikTok, Instagram bullshit. Follow me on TikTok, TOMDL Murphy. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.